God says, pause right where you are. Do not scroll. Something unseen is watching, but my presence has already stepped in. The eyes of darkness have tried to follow you, but I, the Lord your God, have interrupted that gaze. Even now, I speak directly to your spirit, not by chance, but by divine design. Listen carefully. If you ignore this moment, you may stir the fire of my correction. But if you receive my voice, you will feel the covering of my power surround you. Before you take another step, type Amen in the comments as your act of agreement. For in doing so, you acknowledge that my word has found you. I have not come to fill your heart with fear. I have come to open your eyes to the unseen. There are forces, hidden, deceptive, and restless, plotting against your peace. They whisper doubts, weave confusion, and set invisible traps before your path. Yet remember this eternal truth: no weapon formed against you shall ever prosper. For I am your defender, your fortress, your deliverer. Every shadow that attempts to reach for you will crumble at the sound of my voice. Yes, the witch may watch, but she cannot touch what I have covered. My hand shields your life, and my presence is your armor. I have seen the weight pressing on your shoulders, the silent questions, the weary prayers, the longing for direction. I interrupt you now because the hour is urgent, and your destiny is too precious to be delayed or stolen. I come not to condemn, but to rescue, to realign, to preserve your calling. If you trust that my protection surrounds you, declare it now by typing 1111. You are not like the rest. You are chosen, marked with my seal, carrying my name. From the day I raised you, I appointed angels to stand beside you. They have guarded you through the nights when unseen battles raged around your bed. They have walked beside you in moments when you felt utterly alone. Even now, the heavens are arrayed in your defense, and the enemy trembles when he sees the hosts of light around you. But still he whispers. He lies. He tries to make you forget who you are. That is why I am speaking now, to remind you that you belong to me. Listen closely. I have witnessed the traps laid against your success. There are faces smiling toward you while harboring envy behind their words. They cloak their jealousy in politeness, but their intentions mirror that of the witch peering at your screen. Silent, envious, waiting for your fall. But I will not allow it. I will expose them one by one, for nothing hides from my sight. Just as I opened the eyes of Elisha's servant, to see the mountain filled with horses and chariots of fire, I will open your eyes too, that you may see the truth that surrounds you. Do not wonder why you face trials. Battles are not sent to destroy you, but to reveal who stands beside you. Did I not split the sea for my people when Pharaoh pursued them? Did I not send fire from heaven when Elijah called upon me? Did I not shut the mouths of lions and walk amidst flames with my faithful ones? These are not mere stories. They are promises repeated through generations. What I have done before, I will do again for you. If you believe that, type 222 as your declaration of faith. Be strong now, for the watchers desire to see fear in your eyes. But fear will not rule you. You will rise with the strength of my spirit. For greater is he who dwells in you than he who rules the world. My breath fills your lungs, my fire burns within your bones, and my shield surrounds your soul. No curse can cling to a vessel that I have filled. So why do you doubt, my beloved? Have you forgotten the accidents I prevented? The times I provided when there was nothing left? The moments I held you when sorrow drowned your hope? Those were not coincidences. They were my fingerprints. Reminders that you are mine. When you felt invisible, I saw you. When you cried in silence, I heard every sound. When you nearly surrendered, I spoke strength into your spirit. Even now, the witch sees what she cannot touch. The mark that no darkness can erase. That mark is the blood of my Son, Jesus Christ. It speaks louder than any curse, louder than fear, louder than accusation. It proclaims, it is finished. The debt has been paid. You are not walking toward chains. You are walking into freedom. Lift your head, for I am declaring victory over you this very moment. Do not ignore this call. You have delayed long enough, thinking there is still time. But this is your moment of visitation. If you scroll past this, the enemy will laugh, believing he has silenced your faith. But if you remain, if you receive, you will see doors open that no man can close. The battle belongs to me, and those who rise against you will scatter like dust before the wind. Now, my child, listen once more with your heart, for I am still speaking, and this word is yours. If you can sense my presence speaking through these words, pause and acknowledge it. Like this message, not to honor man, but to declare before heaven and earth that you stand with me and reject the grip of the enemy. Your simple act of obedience today will release the breakthroughs you've been waiting for. Many ask, can a few seconds truly shift an entire life? What if a 7-second moment could turn scarcity into overflow? A recently revealed government-backed study uncovered a 7-second prosperity reprogramming method that's transforming ordinary people into extraordinary testimonies. Supported by multiple neuroscience labs, it rewires the mind to attract abundance instead of fear. And those once bound by lack are now walking in overflow, new homes, renewed peace, and financial freedom. But this knowledge won't remain available forever. Go to the link in the description and comments before it disappears. For what you discover could alter your future forever. I know you are weary, my child. I see the exhaustion behind your prayers, the fatigue behind your faith. But hear me clearly. Your season of mourning is about to shift into joy. The pit that tried to bury you will become the stage where I lift you high. You will rise from the ashes and stand on solid ground again. You will testify that the same God who delivered David from Goliath is the one who covered you when witchcraft tried to strike you down. And all will know that you are my chosen vessel. Stay with me, for what I am revealing next will change your life forever. The witch cannot hinder what I have ordained. Darkness cannot conceal what I am about to release. You are stepping into a season of divine light, renewal, and power. Believe it, because I, the Lord your God, have declared it. Do not look away. This moment is holy, and I am speaking directly into your spirit. Even now, the witch lingers, watching, waiting, seeking a way to plant fear. But she cannot cross the boundary of my glory that surrounds you. She may look, but she cannot touch. She may whisper, but her words will dissolve in the presence of my decree. For when I stretch out my hand, who can turn it back? When I speak protection over you, no power of darkness can override my word. I have heard your questions. Why me, Lord? Why these endless battles? Why do unseen eyes seem to follow my every move? The answer, my child, is this: because you are chosen, because my anointing rests upon you, because you carry a light so radiant that the forces of hell grow uneasy at your presence. The witch watches because she fears what I placed within you. She trembles at the breakthrough that's about to be released through your life. Remember what my word has said. I am faithful, and I will strengthen and protect you from the evil one. Not for a single heartbeat have I abandoned you. Even when you thought I was silent, I was working behind the scenes, shifting mountains you didn't even know were in your way. Even when you believed I was far, I was shielding you from storms that could have destroyed you. If you believe I'm the one sustaining your life right now, comment 333 as your declaration of faith. The enemy desires distraction. That's why I told you not to scroll. Distraction is one of his sharpest weapons. He wants you busy chasing what doesn't matter so you can't hear the whisper of eternity. But I, the Lord, have stopped you here because this is no ordinary moment. This is a divine interruption. I am cutting through the noise to remind you who you are and whose you are. Do you remember Gideon? He thought himself the weakest, the least in his house, unworthy of leadership. But I called him mighty warrior. With only 300 men, I used him to deliver an entire nation. You, too, have looked at yourself and seen insignificance. But I call you strong. I call you favored. I call you chosen. The witch sees this truth as well. That's why she stares with envy, hoping to break your focus, hoping to silence your growth. But she will fail, because my word never returns void. The enemy resists you so fiercely because of the destiny I have sealed upon your life. You carry generational blessings, promises that must flow to your children and your children's children. Your obedience will unlock breakthroughs not only for you, but for every soul connected to you. That is why resistance has been great. That is why delays appeared suddenly and invisible wars surrounded your peace. But I say to you now, my hand is stronger than every curse. If you believe I am breaking those chains even now, comment 555 to stand in faith. Listen carefully, my beloved. The witch watches not because she holds power over you, but because she fears what will happen when you finally realize your power in me. She knows that once you understand your authority, once you remember you are seated in heavenly places with Christ, She will no longer have access to your life. When you call upon my name with boldness, her whispers will fall silent. That is why I press this message deep into your spirit today. For the moment you awaken to who you truly are in me, darkness will lose its claim forever. Do not shrink yourself to fit into small spaces. Do not dim the brilliance I placed within you. Do not allow fear to silence the praise that carries your freedom. There were nights when you felt too weak to continue, moments when the fight seemed too heavy to endure. I saw you, lying awake, staring into the darkness, whispering, "God, are you still here? Do you still hear me?" And I was there. Every tear that slipped from your eyes has been collected in my bottle. Every sigh, every whispered prayer has reached my throne room. Not one cry has gone unheard. My angels have gathered every word you spoke in faith. And even now, I am moving on your behalf. I am dismantling cycles that have chained you for years. I am overturning secret plots and breaking traps meant to destroy you. Just as Haman built gallows for Mordecai, but met his own destruction there, so too will those who dig pits for you fall into them themselves. My child, you are not standing alone in this battle. I am the Lord of hosts, the commander of angelic armies. They encircle you like a wall of blazing fire. Do not underestimate the gaze of the witch, but neither should you fear it. For fear belongs to me alone, the Lord your God. Her power is nothing before the name of Jesus. At that name, every knee must bow. Witchcraft, curses, envy, sickness, poverty, despair, and even death itself. Everything bows before my son's authority. When you call upon his name, you are not speaking to empty air. You are invoking the one who conquered death and reigns forever. Now listen, my beloved one. I am calling you deeper, into a trust that cannot be shaken. Not shallow belief, not fleeting hope, but a fierce, steady confidence that I am with you. The storm may rise, but you will not drown. The fire may burn, but you will not be consumed. Arrows may fly, but they will fall powerless before they reach you. This is my covenant with you. If you receive it and stand in agreement, comment 1212 as your sign of faith. You've seen the whispers spreading about a mysterious 7-second ritual. Leaked intelligence reveals a powerful method that reprograms the mind to draw abundance like a magnet. Verified by neuroscience, this 7-second activation is shifting lives, replacing debt with increase, turning closed doors into open pathways. But such knowledge is fleeting. It won't remain accessible for long. If your spirit feels stirred, visit the description and comments before this revelation disappears. Now, hear this reminder from my word. Do you remember my servant Job? The enemy demanded to sift him, to strip him, to destroy him. Yet I set a boundary. This far you may come, but no further. And when Job stood firm, I restored him double for his suffering. The same God who restored Job is the one restoring you. The witch trembles because she sees what is coming. Your restoration, your increase, your redemption. She knows your latter days will shine brighter than your former ones. My child, I am anointing you with fresh oil. Oil of gladness for mourning. Oil of strength for weakness. Oil of joy for heaviness. You will radiate beyond what others believe possible. You will rise above every expectation set against you. I am not only protecting you, I am preparing you. I am aligning divine appointments, kingdom connections, and doors of opportunity that will usher you into the season I ordained. So do not tremble at the whispers of darkness. Fix your gaze upon me, for I am your light, your shield, your salvation. The witch cannot outlast my presence, and her gaze cannot pierce through the blood that covers you. Walk boldly, for I, the Lord your God, go before you. No force of darkness can prevail against what I have blessed. Do not turn your eyes away, for I am still speaking. Yes, the witch still watches, but her power is fading. My glory surrounds you like dawn chasing away the night. Her strength is fragile, like a spider's web before a rushing wind. She watches because she fears. She lingers because she knows her time is short. But you, my beloved, are secure beneath my covering. You are held firmly in my hand. And no curse, no spell, no evil scheme can remove you from my grasp. You've asked me, Lord, why are my battles so constant? Why does resistance rise every time I begin to climb? Why do storms appear just as breakthrough draws near? And I tell you, because the enemy sees what's ahead. He senses the blessing I'm about to release. He knows doors are opening that he cannot close. So he fights to distract you, to discourage you, to delay you. But as long as your faith remains anchored in me, he will fail. The witch studies your life, searching for weakness. But her efforts are powerless against your endurance in me. If you believe my hand is stronger than her gaze, comment 777 as your shield of faith. And hear me once more. Not everyone who smiles beside you stands for you. Some who applaud in public whisper envy in private. Some who walk near your light are unsettled by it. But fear not. I see every motive. I will separate truth from deceit, loyalty from disguise. Stay steadfast, stay radiant, stay close to me. For I, the Lord your God, am with you, and no darkness will overcome you. This is why I keep calling you to stay alert, to remain steadfast in prayer, and to guard your spirit with diligence. Because not every pair of eyes that look upon you carry love. Some carry envy, jealousy, and hidden deception. The witch's gaze is not merely one face or one figure. It is the spirit of envy that hides behind smiles, the whisper of betrayal that lurks in shadows, the quiet deceit that attempts to slip unnoticed into your circle. But I, your God, see beyond all disguises. I uncover what others attempt to bury. I pull back the curtains on what is whispered in the dark. I will not allow you to stumble blindly through what I have already exposed. Beloved, understand this. Your struggle is not a simple clash between people. Your battle is not with flesh and blood. The real fight is spiritual, unseen yet fierce. Have I not declared in my word that you wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, rulers of darkness, and spiritual wickedness in high places? This is why I have equipped you with divine armor, armor that cannot be pierced. Wear the helmet of salvation to protect your thoughts, the breastplate of righteousness to shield your heart, the shield of faith to extinguish every fiery dart of the enemy, the sword of my word to strike down every lie, and the belt of truth to keep you grounded when deception tries to sway you. With these, the witch's gaze loses its grip. Her enchantments crumble. Her words of harm dissolve before they can form. Her plans fall apart long before they touch you. And yes, there's a reason I told you not to scroll away. You've been brought to this very moment by divine timing. You stand at the edge of destiny, where the next decision shifts everything. The enemy wants to draw you away with distractions, with fear, with doubt. But hear me, my voice must rise above the noise. I am still the same God who parted the seas, who raised the dead, who caused prison doors to open on their own. The same power that shook the earth for Paul and Silas is stirring in your life right now. If you receive this freedom and believe that I am releasing it over you, comment 999 as a declaration of faith. Do not let your heart tremble in fear. Even if the witch watches, even if the enemy schemes, I remain your protector and your shield. Think of my servant David. He faced a giant that made soldiers tremble, yet he stood with courage not born of pride, but of my presence. David did not focus on Goliath's size. He fixed his eyes on my power. While Goliath held a sword, David carried my spirit. And with one stone guided by my hand, I brought the mighty giant down. So hear me, beloved, the same power that defeated David's enemy will defeat yours. The witch may seem strong, but her fall is already written. Her end is certain, her authority void. I see you, child. I see your exhaustion, your sleepless nights, the silent tears, and the thoughts that weigh too heavy on your heart. But you are not alone. Did I not say, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest"? Lay your worries at my feet. Surrender the fear the enemy tries to stir. Rest in my promise. I will fight for you. The enemy tried to drain your joy, but I am restoring it. He tried to suffocate your hope, but I am breathing new life into it. He tried to silence your prayers, but I am amplifying them in heaven. My spirit within you intercedes with groans too deep for words. Even when you are too tired to pray, heaven still speaks on your behalf. The witch may look, but all she sees is the fire of my presence surrounding you. A wall she cannot pass, a flame she cannot endure. And yes, there are secrets the world hides. Mysteries uncovered by men in high places, discoveries that awaken sudden abundance. But nothing compares to the wisdom I give freely. Still, what you seek to learn, seek it with discernment, for not every voice of knowledge carries truth. My beloved, never confuse delay with denial. When prayers take time, it does not mean I have ignored you. It means I am aligning every piece perfectly. Even Joseph walked through betrayal, through slavery, through a prison cell before he stood in the palace. What the enemy designed to destroy him, I turned into destiny. And I will do the same for you. What the witch plots will become the very testimony that glorifies my name through your life. If you trust that I am rewriting your story even now, declare your faith with 1010. Child, listen closely. You will not remain in the valley forever. You will not be crushed beneath your struggles. For I am the resurrection and the life. Today, I breathe new strength into your spirit. I lift your head high. I fill your heart with courage, and I cover you under the shadow of my wings. You will rise again. You will conquer. You will shine brighter than you ever have, because my spirit lives within you. So do not be intimidated by the witch's stare. For though she watches, she cannot touch what I have claimed as mine. My word over your life stands unshakable. My promise over you is eternal. You are sealed by my spirit, covered in the blood of my Son, and no darkness can reverse what my light has spoken. Keep walking forward. Keep believing. Because the same eyes that observe you now will soon witness your victory. Do not look away, for I, the Lord your God, am still speaking. And though the witch has not departed, she is already defeated. Her gaze lingers on your screen, watching in silence, waiting for the moment you turn away, hoping you will scroll before truth finds its way into your spirit. But listen closely, my child. I will not allow her scheme to triumph. She may observe, but her stare holds no strength under the shelter of my presence. When you stand beneath my covering, the darkness loses its reach. The shadows dissolve in the light of my glory, and her whispering curses are drowned out by the sound of my voice. My beloved, understand this. The reason her attention clings to you is because you carry divine weight. Heaven has marked you. You are not ordinary. You are chosen, set apart, and appointed for purpose. The enemy recognizes what you carry. He trembles at the rising blessing over your life. He knows the mantle I've placed upon your shoulders and the destiny I have inscribed within your days. That is why the witch watches, waiting to see if she can lure you into fear, if she can steal your focus, if she can make you doubt your calling. But hear me, you will not fall. Even now, I am fortifying you with the fire of my spirit. That holy fire cannot be quenched. It is your strength, your shield, your weapon. If you believe in the power of that fire, comment 1515 as a declaration of your faith. Do not be deceived into thinking her eyes are stronger than mine. I am the God who never sleeps, who never slumbers. I watch over you day and night. I have counted every strand of hair upon your head. I know your every step, your every breath, your rising and your resting. Nothing escapes my sight. While the witch watches with malice, my gaze rests upon you with mercy and love. Her intent is harm, mine is healing. When I look at you, I do not see your failures. I see your future. I do not dwell on your past. I see the purpose ahead of you. Remember Moses, my chosen servant. Pharaoh thought he could chain my people forever. Yet I raised Moses to lead them out. Pharaoh's magicians mimicked my signs, but their power was shallow, imitation without authority. When I stretched out my hand, the rivers obeyed, the seas parted, the plagues came and lifted at my word. My people walked free, and their enemies sank in defeat. In the same way, I will shatter every hold the enemy has tried to place upon your life. Yes, there are moments you feel alone. You sense the heaviness, the unseen pressure, the chill of unseen eyes. The witch's gaze makes you think you are surrounded. But I tell you this, you are never alone. My angels encircle those who revere me. Even now, angels stand guard beside you. They watch over your home, your path, your rest, your very breath. They are mighty warriors of light, obeying my voice to protect what I have claimed. If you believe my angels stand at your side, comment 1717 as your sign of trust. You may not always see the battle, but you feel it, the sudden discouragement, the heaviness, the resistance that seems to appear without cause. These are signs of spiritual warfare, signs of the witch's gaze. But fear not. Greater is the spirit within you than the spirit that moves in the world. The fire inside you cannot be extinguished. The bloodline of my Son surrounds you, and no power can cross it. The cross has marked you, sealed you, and declared you untouchable. Think of Daniel, my faithful one. He was thrown into the lion's den for refusing to abandon prayer. His enemies believed the end had come for him, but I sent my angel to close the lions' mouths. Daniel rested safely while his enemies trembled outside. So it is with you. You may feel surrounded by lions, but I have already commanded angels to silence them. You will walk out unharmed, and your testimony will make the enemy's voice fall silent. My precious child, I know the weight you carry. I see your struggles, your tears, your silent prayers whispered into the night. But hear me now. I am about to exchange your ashes for beauty, your sorrow for joy, your despair for songs of praise. You will not remain in the valley of fear forever. I am lifting you higher, higher than every shadow that tried to hold you down. My beloved, never forget this. Praise is your greatest weapon. The enemy cannot stand in the atmosphere of worship. When Paul and Silas sat in chains, they did not complain, they sang. At midnight, when hope seemed lost, they lifted songs to me, and heaven responded. The ground shook, prison doors flew open, and every chain fell loose. Praise confuses the enemy. Praise blinds the witch's sight. When you worship, light breaks forth, and darkness flees. When you lift your voice, I move. So praise me in your storm. Praise me in your struggle. Praise me even before the victory shows itself. For when you praise, you are already walking in triumph. If you choose to praise me now, comment Amen as your affirmation of faith. And one more thing, beloved, pay attention. The world hides mysteries, and some secrets slip through cracks of power and science. A classified CIA discovery speaks of a 7-second ritual that rewires the mind toward abundance. It has turned the lives of many who struggled into lives of prosperity, tested by 4 elite neuroscience labs. But such knowledge won't remain available long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears forever. Do not underestimate what I am about to release into your life. You are standing on the edge of divine fulfillment. I am preparing a table before you, and not in secret, but in the very sight of those who sought to see you fall. The witch will look on, but she will see the opposite of what she intended. She will watch you rise. She will watch blessings overflow. She will witness my goodness surround you like a flood, and she will be helpless to interfere. Every plan the enemy designed to harm you, I am turning into a seed of elevation. What was meant to destroy you will become the very path that exalts you. Stay near to me, beloved. Do not drift into distraction. Do not let the noise of the world drown out the whisper of my spirit. Keep your heart steady in prayer and your mind fixed in trust. Even when it feels delayed, my hand is never slow. I do not arrive early or late. I move in perfect time. And when I release what has been hidden in the storehouses of heaven, it will not just meet your expectations. It will exceed them beyond imagination. The witch knows this, which is why she watches with jealousy, desperate to claim what she never can. But what I have written with my hand belongs only to you. It is sealed, marked, and reserved under your name. Rise, my child, with courage and conviction. Speak my words into your atmosphere. Proclaim my promises even in the face of resistance. Push back against fear with the authority I have given you through my Son. You are not fragile. You are fortified. You are not defeated. You are destined for victory. You are not cursed. You walk under a covenant of blessing. The witch wants you to forget these truths, but I am engraving them upon your heart today. Walk boldly, as one who carries my power, for through me you are more than a conqueror. Remember this always. I am not finished writing your story. The chapters that lie ahead are greater than anything behind you. The witch keeps her eyes fixed because she senses what's coming. She knows your destiny burns brighter than your past, and that once you step fully into what I've ordained, her influence will be shattered forever. But she can only watch from a distance, for my word is unchangeable, and my decree stands eternal. So lift your head high, child of light. Let your heart be filled with faith and your spirit clothed with courage. The witch observes, but her watch is wasted. For I, the Lord your God, am beside you, and no power of darkness will ever prevail against what I have built. Do not turn away now. Stay where you are. I am not finished speaking to you. Her eyes still linger, trying to draw your focus elsewhere. She hopes you'll grow weary and look away, but I, the Lord your God, command you to remain. Every word I speak is life. Every promise that leaves my mouth becomes a wall of protection around your soul. Yes, she lingers in shadow, but my presence burns like consuming fire. My light swallows darkness whole. Stay near to me, for what I am revealing now will safeguard your spirit and strengthen your mind. Understand this truth. When the enemy cannot reach your body, he will aim for your mind. That is why the weariness comes without reason, why doubts appear suddenly, why fear whispers at unexpected times. These are not random thoughts. They are arrows fired from the one who watches. But I have armed you with the shield of faith, and with it, every flaming dart loses its strength. Hold fast to my word, for it is sharper than any two-edged sword. Speak it boldly. Declare it daily. When you release my truth, every lie of the enemy collapses under its weight. If you believe my word is your weapon, comment Amen as your declaration of faith. My beloved, hear me again, you are chosen. You carry light that the darkness cannot comprehend. That is why the witch cannot look away. She fears what you hold. She knows that once you walk in the fullness of your calling, her dominion ends. She watches to intimidate, but she has no power to destroy. Remember who you are. You are a child of the Most High God, covered by the blood of Jesus, sealed by my Spirit, and guarded by my angels. No curse can rest on what I have already blessed. No gaze can pierce through the shield of my glory. Recall the story of Elijah. The prophets of Baal cried out for hours, cutting themselves, begging their false gods for fire, but heaven stayed silent. Then Elijah called upon me, and fire fell from heaven, consuming everything in an instant. So it shall be again. The witch may chant, she may plot, she may whisper, but her power is void before me. When you call on my name, I answer with fire. My spirit will consume every work of darkness, and you will stand in victory. If you trust that I will send fire on your behalf, comment 1111 as your sign of faith. And now you wonder, why do the battles grow fierce right before the blessing? Why does opposition rise the moment your breakthrough draws near? It is because the enemy senses what is being released. He feels heaven moving in your favor, and he trembles. That is why confusion comes, why frustration intensifies, why weariness tries to steal your strength. But do not surrender. Do not let delay convince you that I am absent. You are closer than you realize. The witch watches, waiting for you to quit, but you will not. For those who wait upon me will rise with renewed strength. They will soar like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and never faint. Do not despise the battle you are in. Every challenge is shaping your spirit. Every storm is purifying your heart. Every tear you've shed is watering the very ground where your miracle will grow. So stand firm, my beloved. Your victory is already written. Your breakthrough is already forming. And your story, the one the witch hoped to erase, will soon become a testimony of unstoppable grace. Did I not tell you, my child, that all things, not some, but all, work together for the good of those who love me and walk according to my purpose? That means even the hardest seasons, the painful lessons, and the moments you felt completely forsaken are not without purpose. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Every tear, every trial, every moment of silence was woven carefully into the story I am writing for you. What the witch intended to break you, I will use to build you. What she sent to destroy your faith will become the very stone that lifts you higher. If you believe that I turn every wound into wisdom and every battle into blessing, comment 222 as your sign of trust in my plan. I have seen your pain, beloved. I know the hidden battles that no one around you could see. I saw the nights when you tried to pray, but only tears came out. I watched you carry burdens so heavy that your spirit trembled beneath their weight. And I say to you now, not a moment of that suffering was meaningless. Just as my son endured the cross and rose again in glory, so too will you rise. You will not emerge the same. You will come forth stronger, wiser, and clothed in the glory of endurance. The witch may have celebrated your pain, but soon she will witness your resurrection. She will see you stand again. She will see you flourish in places where she expected you to fall. And every plan that she thought would destroy you will become a testimony of my power. Lift up your eyes, my child. Do not stare into the darkness. Look toward me, for I am your deliverer. Just as I broke Pharaoh's hold on my people, I will break every force that has tried to hold you captive. Just as I called Lazarus out of the grave, I will breathe new life into the dreams that you thought were dead, the prayers that seemed forgotten, and the hopes that once faded away. For I am the Lord, and nothing, absolutely nothing, is too hard for me. Do not fix your gaze on the witch's eyes. Fix your eyes on mine. My eyes burn with mercy, with love, with strength that never fades. I do not watch to destroy, but to preserve, to protect, to guide, and to bless. Even when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, fear no evil, because I walk beside you. My rod defends you, my staff directs you. I am setting a table before you in the very presence of your enemies. The witch may sit and watch, but she will watch in silence as your cup overflows. She will see you feasting on the blessings I've prepared, drinking deeply from my goodness and mercy all the days of your life. And there is nothing, no word, no curse, no spell, that she can speak to stop it. Therefore, walk with boldness. Stand tall in faith. Do not shrink back in fear or hesitation. Declare my promises every morning and every night. Say it with your own lips. The Lord is my refuge and my fortress. Say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Say, I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. Your words carry divine weight when they are rooted in my word. Speak them with authority, and you will see mountains move, storms quiet, and chains break. If you choose to speak life instead of fear, comment 1212 as your declaration of faith. I am preparing you now for what comes next. New doors are swinging open. Opportunities that were hidden will soon reveal themselves. Favor is being released upon your name. And yes, the witch is watching, because she senses that your season of elevation has already begun. But no matter how long she stares, no matter how strong her envy burns, she cannot stop what I have decreed. I will bring streams out of the desert and rivers through barren lands. I will create a way where there seemed to be no way. My promise to you is not fragile. It is eternal, sealed by my own word. And I do not break my word. So do not fear the eyes that watch you. Do not tremble before the whispers of darkness. Stand firm, for I am your light in the deepest night. I am your strength when you feel weak, your peace in the midst of the storm, and your shield when the battle rages. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Though the witch may continue to watch, her watch is in vain. For my power is greater, my love is stronger, and my protection is unshakable. You are mine, and nothing in heaven or on earth can alter that truth. Do not step away now, my child. My spirit is still speaking. The witch may watch with eyes full of envy, but my gaze is filled with compassion and purpose. She watches, waiting for you to falter, but I have already ordered your steps. She hopes to see fear in your heart, but I have already planted courage deep within you. She waits for weakness, but she will witness strength rising like fire from within your soul. Stay close to me, for the battle is not yours, it belongs to me. Understand this clearly, beloved. No curse, no incantation, no dark chain can survive in my presence. When I speak, mountains tremble. When I move, oceans part. When I stretch forth my hand, the powers of hell scatter and flee. You are covered by the blood of my Son, and that blood speaks louder than every accusation, louder than every curse, louder than the voice of every witch who tries to follow your steps. If you trust in the power of that blood, the power that redeems, protects, and restores, comment Amen as your act of faith. The witch watches you because she recognizes what you carry. You are anointed. You bear a light she cannot touch and a power she cannot understand. She knows that when you walk fully in your calling, her influence will collapse completely. That is why she schemes, distracts, and tries to make you forget who you are. But remember this: you are chosen, you are covered, and you are unstoppable. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives in you, and no darkness can overcome that light. Listen closely, my beloved child, for I have placed my Spirit within you. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead now dwells in your very being. That Spirit is not weak or distant. It is your flame, your fortress, your unshakable defense. No curse can pierce the fire that burns within you. No spell can endure against the shield I have wrapped around your life. Do you remember my servant Joshua? I commanded him, "Be strong and courageous, for I am with you wherever you go." And with that promise, He led my people into the land I had set apart for them. That same promise is yours today. I say again, be strong, be steadfast, be courageous. Do not fear the eyes that glare at you. Do not tremble before whispers that rise from the shadows. For I, the Lord your God, walk beside you. I will never leave you, and I will never forsake you. If you know in your heart that my presence surrounds you, comment 333 as your declaration of faith. The witch may desire to see you sink into despair, but I tell you, your joy is returning. She may long to see you in chains, but I am breaking every link even now. She may wish to silence your voice, but I am filling your mouth with songs of triumph. She may hope to see you shattered, but I am healing every wound, closing every scar, and restoring every piece of your soul. For I am the Lord who heals you, the Lord who delivers you, the Lord who crowns you with mercy and love that never runs dry. I know there were times you felt forgotten. You prayed, but the heavens seemed quiet. You cried, but no answer came. Yet hear me clearly, my silence was never my absence. While you thought I was distant, I was shielding you from what you could not see. I was rearranging the path before you, working things for your good in ways your eyes could not yet understand. Do not let the lies of the enemy convince you otherwise. My silence was protection. My delay was preparation. My child, everything is still unfolding exactly according to my design. Think of Joseph, my faithful one, betrayed by his brothers, sold as a slave, and thrown into prison. The witch might have thought his story was finished, but every injustice was part of the journey toward his elevation. When the appointed time arrived, I lifted him from the prison to the palace in a single moment. Beloved, I am doing the same for you. The very weapons formed against you will become tools of victory. The pain that once threatened to break you will be the foundation of your testimony. If you trust me to turn it all for your good, comment 1010 as your sign of surrender and faith. You have wondered why certain secrets are surfacing in this time. What lies behind the so-called 7-second brain technique that the world is chasing after for riches and success? They say it's a secret discovery, a hidden key to wealth, a revelation that the powerful seek to conceal. But hear this, earthly secrets fade, while divine wisdom endures forever. The true treasure is not in rituals, but in my favor, and those who walk in my covenant will never lack. So do not measure your worth by those who envy you. Do not let the witch's gaze define who you are. You are not what this world calls you. You are who I say you are. You are redeemed and chosen, anointed and sealed. You are precious to me, the apple of my eye, and no power on earth can pluck you from my hand. I have engraved your name upon my palm. I cannot and will not forget you. You belong to me, now and forever. The witch may try to plant fear in your mind, but I am planting faith that cannot be shaken. She may whisper confusion, but I am releasing clarity and peace like a river. She may try to stir storms around you, but I am speaking stillness over the waves. I am the one who commands the sea to calm with a word, who raises the dead with a breath, who restores the broken with a single touch. And that same power is flowing through your life even now. If you believe I am still the God who works miracles, comment 555 to declare your faith. Do not fear the uncertainty of tomorrow, for I already stand in your tomorrow. I have gone ahead of you, arranging blessings, opening doors, and aligning opportunities. The witch cannot stop what I have already set into motion. She may watch, but she cannot alter what I have written. She may wait, but she cannot block what I have blessed. For when I speak, my word never returns empty. It always accomplishes the purpose for which I sent it. I know the heaviness that sometimes sits upon your heart. The battles have been long. The nights have been hard. Tears have fallen more times than you can count. But hear me, those who sow in tears will soon reap with songs of joy. Your weeping may endure through the night, but joy, pure, radiant, unstoppable joy, comes in the morning. The witch may hope to see your sorrow continue, but she will watch instead as you rejoice. She will see you rise in victory, celebrating the blessings that overflow from my hand. She will see you shining with my glory, and she will know that my hand has been upon you all along. So I say to you, my child, walk boldly. Do not shrink back. Do not let fear dictate your steps. Speak life over every area of your existence, your home, your health, your future, your destiny. For my word is living, breathing, and sharper than any sword. When you speak it, Heaven moves and darkness flees. Be confident in this truth. You are never alone. I am with you in every season, in every battle, in every breath. From now until the end of the age, my presence will never depart from you. Listen closely, my beloved, and take these words to heart. Do not be shaken by the eyes that follow you. Do not bow to the whispers that slither through the shadows. Lift your gaze higher, toward me, for I alone am your salvation. I am your refuge, your strong tower, your deliverer, and your everlasting strength. I am your God, and you are my precious child. The witch may observe your every step, but her watching is in vain. For when I speak, my word stands firm forever, unshaken by any power of darkness. Keep your heart steady and your focus clear, for what I speak now is not for fear, but for your protection. My voice shields you from the schemes that the enemy forms in secret places. The witch continues to watch, yet her gaze holds no power. She may try to intimidate you, but intimidation is not authority. She may follow, but following grants no control. Authority belongs to me alone. I have counted your days and sealed your destiny with my own hand. Nothing she attempts can rewrite what I have ordained. Hear me well, my child. I have set you apart for this very hour because your purpose is not ordinary. The favor resting on your life causes you to stand out, and that is why jealousy stirs around you. She watches the radiance of my spirit covering you. She sees the glow of my anointing surrounding your soul. She sees angels forming a wall of light around you. And though she gazes, she cannot touch. You are mine, and no power of hell can remove my mark from you. If you believe that my ownership and protection rest upon you, comment 777 to declare it in faith. Do not forget the path you've walked, child. You have faced storms that could have crushed you, yet here you stand, strong, breathing, believing. You endured what others could not bear, and it was not by your might, but by my hand. Even when you could not sense me, I carried you through the fire. Even when you thought I was far, I was closer than your very breath. Every step you have taken has been guided by my unseen hand. Remember David, my servant. Before he wore the crown, he was hunted and betrayed. Saul sought his life. His enemies plotted against him, but I kept him safe in every trial. Just as I shielded David until his time of elevation, I will protect you until your appointed moment. And when that hour comes, I will raise you above those who doubted you. The same way I turned David's pain into a throne, I will turn your battles into blessings. The witch whispers that your prayers are useless, but I tell you, not a single one has been ignored. Every prayer you have breathed reached my throne. Every tear you shed has been stored in my bottle. Every word spoken in faith has been written in the records of heaven. Nothing has been wasted, nothing overlooked. At the right time, the answers will come rushing like a river after a drought. What seemed delayed will be released suddenly. If you believe in my power to answer swiftly, comment 1515 as your sign of hope. Do not grow weary when resistance rises, for resistance is a sign that you are near your promise. The closer you step toward fulfillment, the louder the enemy's noise becomes. The witch's gaze intensifies because she senses your breakthrough is near. But remember, her fear is proof of your victory approaching. The greater the battle, the greater the blessing that follows. Hold your position, beloved. I am your shield. I am your stronghold. I am the secret place where no evil can enter. Run to me, and you will find safety beyond measure. No curse can pierce the fortress of my glory. No dark spell can cross the barrier of my light. You dwell under the shadow of my wings. When arrows fly, I turn them aside. When danger approaches, I stretch my hand to block it. My protection is not fragile. It is eternal, unbreakable, and sure. Why does the world try to hide what brings true power? A revelation once guarded has now come to light. A 7-second brain ritual that is transforming lives. Leaked from classified files, supported by leading neuroscience labs, this simple method is helping ordinary people dissolve financial burdens and attract abundance beyond imagination. Homes, cars, freedom, it's all being unlocked. But this secret may not remain public for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears forever. Now hear me once more. Do not listen to the enemy's lies. He will whisper that you are weak, forgotten, and unworthy. But you are none of those things. You are strong because my spirit lives within you. You are remembered because your name is written on my hands. You are worthy because the blood of my Son has redeemed you. The witch's voice holds no authority against the truth I have spoken. My truth proclaims that you are blessed, chosen, and deeply loved. Think of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, thrown into the fire because they refused to bow. The flames surrounded them, but they did not burn, for I was in the fire with them. And just as I walked with them through the blaze, I am walking with you now. No flame of opposition will consume you. You will rise from every trial without a single mark of defeat, only the fragrance of victory. The king believed the flames would consume them completely, yet I walked with them in the midst of that fiery furnace. When they emerged, not even the faintest trace of smoke lingered upon their garments. My child, the witch may wait and watch, expecting the fire to destroy you, but she will see something far different. She will see me standing beside you in the very flame she meant for your destruction. She will witness you step out, untouched, unburned, and shining with greater radiance than ever before. If you believe that I am walking with you even in the fire, comment 222 as your declaration of faith. My beloved, nothing you face is without purpose. Every battle has been permitted, not to break you, but to build you. Each trial has been refining you like gold, strengthening your faith, and preparing you for what is to come. You may not yet see the full picture, but soon you will understand that every moment was woven perfectly into my divine design. Even the eyes that have watched you with envy and malice will become witnesses to my faithfulness in your life. For when your breakthrough comes, they will have no choice but to confess, it was the Lord who lifted you. The enemy wanted your spirit to collapse under pressure, yet you are standing taller. He wanted you to drown in fear, but you are walking on waves. He wanted you to quit, but instead, you are pressing forward with greater strength. And when your story is told, those who once doubted you will see my glory reflected through every chapter of your journey. They will know you are mine, and that I never abandon my children. So, my child, do not grow weary in doing good. Your faithfulness is not unseen, and your labor is not in vain. In the right season, you will reap abundantly if you do not give up. Hold fast to my promises, even when it feels like the heavens are silent. Trust me in the stillness. Believe me in the waiting. I am not finished with you yet. The witch may still watch, but she watches in vain. For my blessing cannot be hindered, my word cannot be shaken, and my plan cannot be altered. My love for you stands eternal. So lift your head high. Walk with holy confidence. Speak my promises boldly over every area of your life. Do not fear the eyes that follow you, for I am greater than all who watch. You are mine, and I will never release my hold upon you. Stay near to me, my child. I am your Father, your defender, your Savior, and your everlasting King. Do not scroll away, for I am not finished speaking. The witch continues to fix her gaze upon you, hoping you'll lose focus, hoping you'll drift from my voice. But every effort she makes is crumbling before me. Every curse she forms is breaking before it can reach you. Every dark whisper she sends is silenced by my word. You are not surrounded by darkness. You are surrounded by light. And that light shines brighter than every shadow that dares to approach. Beloved, understand this. The battle you face is not about who you are now, but who you are becoming. The witch can see the seeds of greatness I have planted in you. She glimpses the future victories, the open doors, the answered prayers, the miracles waiting to unfold. She watches because she fears what is coming, the day you walk in the fullness of your purpose. But that day is not far off. You will rise. You will step into the calling I have placed upon your life. If you believe that nothing and no one can stop your destiny, comment 999 as your declaration of faith. You have asked me quietly, Lord, why does it feel as though unseen eyes are always on me? Why do I feel watched? My child, it is because you carry something sacred. The enemy always targets what is holy. But remember this, even the Ark of the Covenant could not be touched without consequence. And you are far more precious than that. My spirit dwells within you. You have been consecrated, set apart for divine purpose. The witch may watch, but she cannot touch what belongs to me. Think of Esther, my daughter, hidden for a season, then revealed at the perfect time. Plots were formed, enemies schemed, witchcraft rose in envy, but I positioned her in the palace to bring deliverance to her people. In the same way, You two have been positioned strategically. What feels like delay is divine preparation. What feels like pressure is me shaping you for the day I reveal your purpose fully. The witch watches because she knows her time is short. Something powerful is about to break in your favor. Do not allow fear to rob you of courage. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Walk with confidence, for heaven stands behind you. Stand firm, for angels encamp around you. Speak boldly, for my word burns within your mouth. Do not bow to intimidation. Do not surrender to hopelessness. You are my warrior, clothed in my strength, wrapped in my glory, filled with my spirit. If you stand firm in this truth, comment 1212 as your testimony. Beloved, I know this path has been long. I know you've endured battles no one else has seen. I know the witch's watchful eyes have made you weary, but I am renewing your strength. Fresh oil is being poured upon your head. New life is being breathed into your spirit. You will not fall. You will not faint. You will not fail. My grace is sufficient, and my power is made perfect in your weakness. Remember Peter, he walked upon the waves in the midst of the storm. And though the wind was fierce, he walked because his eyes were fixed on me. In the same way, keep your gaze steady, for I am still walking with you through every storm, every fire, every trial. And when it is over, the world will see you were never alone. When Peter kept his eyes fixed on me, he walked above the raging sea. The storm roared, the wind howled, yet he moved in faith. But the moment his focus shifted to the waves around him, fear took hold, and he began to sink. My precious child, learn from that moment. Do not fix your gaze on the eyes of the witch or the chaos surrounding you. Keep your eyes on me. When your attention remains on my presence, you will rise above every storm that tries to consume you. When your heart stays anchored in my word, you will not drown beneath the weight of fear. Keep your faith steady, and I will lift you when the waters rise. Keep your trust firm, and I will carry you safely to the shore. The witch whispers that you are unprotected, but she lies. You are shielded beneath my wings. She wants you to believe that you are fragile, but I call you strong and unshakable. She tries to convince you that you have been forgotten, yet I have written your name upon my hand. Every falsehood she speaks will collapse under the truth of my word. For my truth is eternal. It silences every lie and cancels every curse. My child, you are not exposed to danger as the enemy wants you to think. You are covered by my glory. You are surrounded by my angels. You are sustained by my spirit. Do not let fear take root in your heart, for the witch's gaze holds no power when your eyes are fixed upon mine. Focus on the light, not the shadow. Focus on the promise, not the threat. Focus on the God who commands the wind and the sea, not on the storm itself. And while the world is whispering about secrets and hidden discoveries, listen carefully. There is talk everywhere about a mysterious 7-second CIA ritual, a method said to shift brainwaves and draw wealth, freedom, and abundance. A classified practice, backed by science, now exposed and changing lives faster than anyone expected. Those who have stumbled upon it are finding their lives transformed, debts dissolving, doors opening, and blessings flowing freely. But just as quickly as it appeared, it may vanish without warning. If you wish to uncover what so many are calling a breakthrough before it's gone forever, click the link in the description and comments to discover it now, before it's removed. My beloved, as you walk through storms and distractions, keep your focus steady. Do not let noise pull your heart away from peace. For as long as your eyes are on me, you will never sink. You will soar.